What's up everybody, Johnnie Omega here, giving you my review of Anna. Anna is directed by Luc Besson, who's directed such movies as Lucy, The Fifth Element, and Leon the Professional. This movie stars Luke Evans, Cillian Murphy, and Helen Mirren. And in the leading role we have Sasha Lust, who only has one other movie in her filmography. This movie is about a woman who's pretty much down on her luck and gets put in a position where she's trained as an assassin for the KGB. But then things start to happen, she gets compromised by the US government, she becomes a double agent, and then we're just in for a wild ride after that. The premise in itself isn't really that original, but the way this movie does it is. Starting with what I liked about the movie, I gotta start with the story. The story in itself is good, but the way everything is put together and the way everything plays out is just cool to watch. With the way this story goes back and forth in the timeline, it kept me interested and engaged the whole time, and it was never a dull moment watching the story unfold. Another thing I liked about this movie was the acting by everybody. All four of these characters are well established and well acted, and there was always at least one of these characters on screen at any given time, which made this movie that much easier to stay interested in. I also really enjoyed the action sequences in this movie too. I know a lot of people are going to try to compare her to John Wick, but me personally, I think she reminds me more of Lorraine from Atomic Blonde. The two biggest things that I liked about the fight scenes in this movie was one, the fact that she used the things in her environment to help her fight. I always like when characters do that. And the second thing is the fact that there wasn't a lot of shaky cam in this movie. You could clearly see what was going on at all times. As far as the negatives go, there really wasn't anything I disliked about this movie. Some people might not like the fact that the movie does slow down at times and it jumps back and forth in the timeline. I personally didn't have a problem when the movie slowed down because from a narrative perspective, it made it more of a roller coaster ride. And I did hear a couple of people moan and groan after about the third or fourth time that they did the whole flashback sequence. I guess they didn't like it, but I loved it. I'm a big fan of non-linear storytelling when it's done right, and I think this movie did it right. So in conclusion, everything was good, from the story to the acting to the choreography of the fight scenes, and in a movie like this, it's pretty much all you could ask for. All that being said, I'd say this movie is a definite add to the Blu-ray collection. So comment below and let me know what you guys thought of the movie. And also, what movie would you say is the biggest surprise of the year so far for you? If you would have asked me that question a week ago, I would have said Booksmart, but right now, gotta go with Anna. Thanks for watching. If you like what you're seeing, hit that thumbs up and click that subscribe button to see what we got coming next.